Discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm yours truly, the Dave Bites here with my boy, Dom freaking Prime.
What's going on, folks?
Yo, every freaking body. We've got lots to talk about. Definitely some movie news, because when we got some movie news, we got some potentials for releases. And since we've gotten that new reveal of the DX Ahsoka, everybody's been going mad with that figure. Not only because, you know, why did Ahsoka deserve a DX, but why didn't we get our DX freaking 20? Why? Why didn't we get the DX 20 that was the Joker? You know, and I tried talking about it the last stream, but then we went into tangents with other things, but other subjects. But Don, how do you feel about that? Like, why didn't we get the DX Joker yet? The 3.0.
Honestly, because it's maybe the Two-Face didn't do as well as they thought they would, so maybe they don't think that it's going to be worth their while to release a DX, you know, new version, or, you know, even reissue a previous version. You know, I don't know. You know, right now the moneymaker is Star Wars, especially The Mandalorian, and potentially Justice League, if, again, all the rumors are true. And if the rumors are true, they're going to do partial reissues for everything, because they got new people coming into the hype because of the Snyder Cut. So if they're going to do Cyborg, there's no reason for them not to do, you know, the other figures.
But here's the thing, though. Everybody's rumoring it. We had our big names out here. Man of Hot, Jetta. Everybody talking about the DX20 coming out soon as the Joker.
Honestly,
that never happened, but eventually it might happen.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it may happen, but honestly, it was somebody making a business decision when they realized it was confirmed that Mandalorian Season 3 is going to be, you know, not as originally thought, you know, happening in December. You know, it's not even filmed yet. They're not even starting production on that yet. So it's a thing where Hottoys sees that they have to strike now. Again, they've got to keep it fresh in people's minds. You know, maybe she appears in the book of Boba Fett, and that's partially why we also see this version. But it's a business decision. And again, with the delay in production for, you know, this series of the Star Wars stuff from Filoni and Favreau, they're going to take the money every time, because they know Joker's going to sell, whether they're, you know, they announce it, you know, as DX20 or DX25 or DX29. It's going to sell.
That is true. Yo,
what's going on?
Boy,
did you go on 4 minutes early? Because I had it.
Oh, well, no. The thing is, I have to go 4 minutes early for my Facebook stream to go through.
Oh.
Because if you miss like a second right at 8, then the stream isn't gonna go through on Facebook.
No. You have 7 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I did not know that.
I was just like, I was in the background. I was fixing my camera, and I was just like, "Yo, they went live already."
Dude, I did not know that. You got 7 minutes?
Actually, you have 11 to 15 minutes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it'll give you a warning around if you're not live around 8 o'clock. So, and then it will, it will shut you. It won't stream to Facebook after 15 minutes.
No, I got you. Dude, guys, we got PJ in the house.
What's going on, everyone?
Say hello.
It's your boy. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
PJ, Paradox Nerd. Hey, what's up, Don Prime? Nice to meet you.
Not too much, man. Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
It's going. It's been it's pretty big little bit of time frame for some decent news.
Yeah. Just kind of waiting for Hottoys to really go crazy and bombard us.
Well, I know it's gonna be May 4th. That the week of the May 4th, aren't you planning a stream as well? Because that's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother are planning streams for May the 4th.
I'm going all day, so I don't know
All
about you.
day?
Damn.
Yeah. So I got some guests, some special shows. So yeah, I'm going all day, man. It's a holiday. It's a holiday for me. So I took off from work and gonna just kind of.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna start my stream on May 3rd, going into May 4th, and just talk about stuff. I'm gonna be doing the midnight stream, just talking about stuff. Talking about like the future releases for May the 4th. Hell, they might even drop some stuff right at midnight. You never know. So
yeah, I mean with Hottoys, they tend to do the opposite of what we expect, right?
For example, everybody was expecting, everybody rumored it, the DX20 Joker, and look what we got, the DX20 Ahsoka.
And 21.
Yeah.
Which is surprising.
Oh yeah, that is the DX20 and 21, which is I don't know. I just think that is kind of whack.
What, as her being a DX or her?
Her being a DX, just because it's like, I mean, if you think about it, like Mandalorian, you got more accessories, right? For the deluxe, and it's the same price. And I don't know. I just felt like they just slapped the DX on this figure just to slap it on, which is fine. Hey, listen, it's nothing better than unboxing a DX figure, but it's just like what,
All right, let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
So, all right, so there's two versions, one at 285 and one 315. Now, the 315 one includes the Grogu and the the special base. Now, what if they only made one version of this? Yeah. But it included not only the special base, but the normal base that has, the reworked Rogue One front plate that looks like the water effect. You put that all together and you put that at $295, and then you call that DX20. Now, is that something that leaves a little better taste in people's mouths?
I don't know, man. Like, just one thing is just like, I don't know the pricing now with Hottoys and Sideshow, right? Like, because basically it's obviously cheaper in Hong Kong with like, like I'm looking at this, man. Like, I'm like, what? Like, come on. Like, you guys have to admit, like, when you look at this deluxe or DX, you're like, okay, it's cool. It's Ahsoka. You're like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. But then you're like, oh, you get a lamp that really doesn't light up.
That doesn't light up. It just has the reflectiveness of the that, what's his name? Mysterio. Reflectiveness. Yeah.
I mean, hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. You don't have light up sabers. You get a Grogu, which is basically just it's the same Grogu. But
no, it's not.
I mean, I'm saying it's basically the same Grogu with a different face, like a sculpting.
No, it's articulated.
Oh, it is articulated?
You see the arm seams?
Okay.
And the hands move on a joint.
Okay, but do you guys want another Grogu? I mean, I'm going to have
honestly,
3 or 4.
Unfortunately, I think Hottoys is like, okay, they're like being Oprah right now with Grogu's. You get a Grogu. You get a Grogu.
Well, I think what this one is, this one's going to, I think this body will be used not only with Ahsoka, but with Luke, because this one can pull off the actual, hugging pose. Now, what I think the Hottoys basic plan is, you'll have a few different bodies, but this one will be the one with the, the most articulation. And since the head's on a ball joint, and you have to take it off to put the necklace on that came with the Beskar one anyway, it's almost like you can have the body, but each figure is going to come with a different head.
Yeah, but again, I mean, how many Grogus do you guys want to have at the end of the day? Because this is just like only on season 2, man. Like, there's going to be other seasons. I mean, I'm gonna have it's gonna be like Gremlins, right? Like you put water on one Grogu,
exactly.
It's gonna have like an army of Gremlins or Grogus all around.
Yeah, but I think at this point, Hottoys is just because of the production delay that's gonna be happening. I think they're going all in, just cashing in while it's still relevant.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why you're seeing Grogu's everywhere.
I think also the fact that they were trying to I guess they were, like everybody was saying, that it's a lazy DX.
It is, and that's we gotta call them out on that.
They were trying to throw stuff at it to make it feel like a DX, and I'm here like, it's not, though.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not. And like, to be honest, like, I would have liked, I don't know, maybe a different, like another portrait instead of another Grogu. You know what I'm saying? Like, or take away that Grogu or take away those accessories, right? And make it like a cheaper figure. Like, I don't need the lamp.
Yeah, you know what? I would have enjoyed a yelling sculpt. That would be nice.
Right. I mean, like, think about the DX mall that we got. Right. Like, you got two portraits. That you felt like, yo, this is a DX, right? This one feels like a regular release. You know what I'm saying?
Or, you know, if they wanted to do something, do like what they did with the Ultron Sentries that came with the Iron Man, but to give it with one of the, you know, one of Thrawn's droids from the 7th Fleet and give it the, you know, that had the marking on the head, you know, do something like that, or, but, you know, something to up the game, but or for a diorama piece, add the Rock that, you know, you can position Grogu and have her sit down. So, and then you can have Mando in the background for a diorama, you know, something to set it apart that actually you know, because honestly, it's a letdown, you know, compared to the malls that have shown up, and then this, and now there's two versions of it, and I think that's adding to the, you know, the issue, because if it was just one version and everything was there, people would be like, okay, it's a DX, it's like, but at the same time, people wouldn't be quick to say, well, it's a lazy DX. Well, this one is simply, you know, we're just throwing a Grogu in there, giving you, you know, a different base and calling DX. Whereas, like, the Spider-Man, the stealth suit that came with the actual base that was, I forget what company Hottoys were, to actually create the diorama base, that wasn't even, you know, like a DX. Yeah. That was a normal MMS.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they just got it wrong. Like, I think the Mandalorian Deluxe is a DX. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, like, tons and tons. Dude, like, it took, like, if you watch my review, it's 30 minutes long. And, like, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, by the time I was done editing it, I was like, damn, this is a long video.
Yeah,
like,
and the thing is, it's like, they intentionally produced that stuff so you would buy it for your OG Mando if you have it.
Yeah.
You know, and even still, it's an insane amount of stuff. And, like, half the time you don't want to take it out because you're like, I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you know what, though? I just, for me, like, if anything, the Boba Fett Deluxe, that should have been a DX.
Yeah, that's true. That's,
I mean, you get...
Yeah. Why that's the thing. That is the thing. Like, why are the regular release figures / deluxes compared to the actual DXs are more of a DX, like you said, than the actual DX?
Yeah, and I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm gonna get it. I want to preface that by saying, like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm really excited, but at the same time, like, it's like all this price hikes with Hot Toys is starting to creep up and saying, yo, we gotta look at the trend now. Like, yo, like we're Hot Toys figures are around $285 now. Look at the Scarlet Witch. Look at the base, like, Vision, right? That's $250. You know, whether, like, let's go back, like, I don't know, 3 years ago, it would have been like $205 or $210, right?
Well,
or $220.
Well, here's the thing. I've actually got a perfect example right here. I just got Dusty Deadpool in today, and he's what, a 3-year-old figure.
Hey, show him off.
Yeah, so I mean, he's still an awesome figure. He blows the 1.0 suit out of the water.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a version 1, and that thing disintegrated. But this thing is heads and above better. So, but this thing is a 2.5, 3-year-old figure. This was $251. You know, not including coupons and points I used. So, I mean, it's not even that it's dramatic. It's just we're so used to it. It's finally catching up to us. You know.
Yeah.
It's to a point because now it's coming close to 300, and now that's one of those triggers in people's minds. It's like, okay, you know, everyone sets a certain bar, and you got to that people's bar. You know, when you came in You know, and you're paying $225, $230 for a base figure, and then you get another figure, it's $250, but it has more accessories. You rationalize that you're paying more, but you're getting more.
Exactly.
And so as that's keeping going on, you accepted that. But when you see this, it kind of, it's a trigger that, okay, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, from a pricing aspect. And why would Hot Toys do this? Because this might cost them money by releasing 2 versions.
Yeah.
Rather than just putting everything in one box and calling it $295 to $300, at Sideshow.
Exactly. And and some people might say, hey, listen, that's not really the Hong Kong price, and that's Sideshow price. At the end of the day, I'm still buying from Sideshow, so
Yeah.
And
but here's the thing, though, the price is a little higher over there too for that.
Yeah.
You still over there, you're still paying for that price that you would have paid for an actual Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Without the speeder. And I'm here like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. You get more out of the Darth Maul without the speeder than you get with the freaking Ahsoka.
And apparently, though, in places like mainland China and in Hong Kong, the Mandalorian line they love it. It's insane. Like, the price for these things is going, anywhere from 1.5 to 2 times retail on the open market. That's kind of weird. So that's also driving why we're seeing so many of these figures. So that's a possible reason why we're seeing 2 versions, because there's new markets opening up with this show.
Yeah, and let me ask you guys, when will you guys say, you know what, I'm priced out. Like, I can't afford these Hot Toys figures anymore. Like, what's the bar that you guys are setting? Because you have to think about the trend now. It's like 285, 300, 315. So what will be like, you go, you know what, I'm done with Hot Toys. Like, I'm getting less accessories. I mean, and it's this amount of money.
Don't know, honestly. It depends on it depends on the figure. It depends on what it means to me. It depends on its relevancy. There's a whole bunch of different factors, that for me that come in whether I buy something or not. So, price is a factor, but for certain things, price isn't as big a factor as it should be. And, and I'm fortunate to say that, and I'll be completely forthright in saying that, I mean, the fact that we can get these, we're all privileged enough that we can. So right off the bat, but I don't have a specific answer for that.
Because are you mostly a Star Wars collector or Marvel collector, or are you?
At this point, I'm mainly Star Wars. For 1/6, I'm mainly Star Wars. Marvel, I've got my core Avengers. I just built a Bucky. Using a kit and part stuff. I mean, I told Nate I'm going to Orlando on Fridays and then hitting Universal. I've been there before. I've been to comic shops. If I find it like an Infinity War Bucky, for under like 325, 350, which may actually happen, I'll grab it. And then after that, I'm pretty much thinking I'm going to be sticking only for my last 2 for Anti-Vision, and then Sam with his new wings.
That's funny. What's funny is because of that reveal of the Winter Soldier that was trash. Like, I don't mind the figure, just that there's nothing worth the price for that figure at the moment, only for the head sculpt. And if you haven't picked up the Infinity War Bucky, and that's your only Bucky to get, that is fine. But now the Infinity War Bucky is going for a hell of money, because compared to the one that's new right now, that's the golden figure right now to get, the Infinity War Bucky.
Yeah, actually, the sculptor for both Buckies is the same sculptor for Ahsoka. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, that's okay. That's good. I mean, the head sculpt is great. It's just a bland figure.
Yeah. I mean, and again, like I think I mentioned it in my past live streams, is like, and I'm going to put my flame suit on, it's just that, like, for me, like, this is Ahsoka. So I want it to be like a perfect figure, like in terms of a perfect portrait, like Boba Fett. And is that wrong for me to ask? I don't think so. I mean, because this is Ahsoka, and the fact that it's like not across the board like the Boba Fett figure, like, or the Boba Fett portrait. I don't know. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when, the price point is that high with less accessories. And
Now, what are your thoughts about people coming out making videos that the actual Ahsoka head sculpt is literally the same head sculpt from Bo-Katan?
I don't think it's not. Come on, like they must be smoking some really good ganja, man. I need to get some of that ganja.
Well, it's 420. 420. Smoke
I
it
know.
if you
That's what
got
I was
him.
like. Did they release those videos today? Cause
They released them. Like I was watching a literal video of somebody like grabbing the picture and then overlaying it with the Bo-Katan, and I'm like, wow, they're going this deep.
Enhance.
Yeah, again, they must be really smoking some really good ganja, but nah, it's a totally two different sculpts, man. Like they need to check
the
their
other one
which
where
one?
they're like, so they actually said both the Bo-Katan sculpt and the Ahsoka sculpt are actually based on a prototype John Cena. I'm dead serious.
Oh my gosh.
I'm dead serious.
Are they like are they members of QAnon? Because I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know. It was a lot of hate towards Ahsoka. I think that's the reason.
Aliens are leaking it to them.
Yeah, I don't hate that portrait. I actually like it. I just don't like. I mean, at this point, we need, especially for the price point, we need like really good portraits where it's across the board, just like that Boba Fett, where you're like, damn, no one is arguing about that portrait. This one, I mean, I see the Rosario Dawson in it. I think they could still improve on it, and definitely we'll judge it once it comes out as a final production piece.
Yeah, I never judged the prototypes.
Yeah,
there's still time. There's still time.
Yeah, but it's our job as collectors, especially with social media now, to kind of voice our opinions. If you don't think like you're getting your money's worth, say it, because at the end of the day, like if you say, oh, it's good, then guess what? Hottoys, they're just gonna release it the way it is. But if you say, you know what, I think there's some room for improvement, and I'm not saying don't trash the piece. They'll go, oh, it looks like ish. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is a family friendly live stream, but
remember YouTube came out and said you could curse all you want now.
All right, cool. They did. All right. Well, in that case, no. But like I'm saying, especially with that Mark 85, a lot of people like really voiced their opinion. Kind of weird because they didn't voice their opinion with the Ant-Man, right? Like what the hell? They were like, oh wow, it's okay. Like but then when Mark 85 comes out and with that portrait, everyone's like, this looks like crap, and they start like going crazy. They took out their pitchforks and everything, and what I'm saying, like I think we're in this day and age where you're in social media, your voice does matter. If there's a group of us that say, you know what, this needs improvement, and hopefully Hottoys.
But the thing is, what would happen is people will come out and then fight off the people that are complaining because they're calling it as a what's the one looking for? Like you're being toxic, as what happened with the 85 head sculpt. Yeah, everyone attacked, and then we got Hottoys to come out and say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna fix the head sculpt because we don't like it, because you guys don't like it."
Yeah, no. The thing is, there's a difference between like constructively criticizing a piece, like say, hey, you know what, maybe the cheekbones are a little off, the lips are a little off, the eyes are a little off. But then when someone goes, hey, I don't know, it doesn't look like Rosario Dawson, it doesn't like offer any like constructive like criticism or opinion, then yeah, it's a toxic. But for me, I think this the likeness is an 8 out of 10. I definitely think that maybe the cheekbones are a little too wide. Maybe just there's some tweaks that they could do to improve the portrait. Will they do it? I think so. I hope so. Because this is Ahsoka. We deserve a perfect or near perfect portrait for Ahsoka.
Sorry.
But I was just gonna say, but it's also business, right?
It is a business, yes.
And there is another Ahsoka show coming out, right? So they could be like, you know what, this is a starting point, and you know what, we're gonna need like something to entice more collectors to get the next figure, because we're gonna perfect that portrait,
Yeah. Now, how much is it the fact that it's a human face that's effectively covered in orange, the orange is paint, but then over that she has the markings, and they specifically go over her cheekbones. Now, do those cheekbones specifically need to be pushed out a little bit to actually accent those the white markings? Or is that like an aesthetic look that they're going for that needs to be refined? With the cheeks.
I think the cheeks are just a little wide, in my opinion. Because if you look at Rosario Dawson, she's got like a really like slim, like she's got high cheekbones and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I have to look at it again.
The best way to look, I think, it would actually be like Clerks too, because she has the short haircut. So that when you think about she's wearing the headpiece, that's the best visual reference you can get.
Yeah, and she's very chiseled around the cheekbones. So this one's a little bit wide. I mean, just little tweaks in there will make a big difference. And I think they will do it, because this is our beloved Ahsoka, and we need it to be like in the same level as that Boba Fett portrait, that we got. Yeah, no, which, by the way, that is like a near perfect portrait.
Now, I think they actually made her tendrils a little longer than in the show. Because obviously in the show they couldn't be that long because she was doing her own stunts. But I think they're actually almost a little more to spec right now in this head sculpt. But then the issue is, are they sculpted? Is it like a rubbery material? I mean, because are you going to run into the same problem with the Qui-Gon with his sculpted hair resting on his shoulders?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good question, right? Can you articulate the figure? Like turn her head, like with those tendrils,
or the tendrils almost.
Wait, I think you can.
To be technical,
I think you can move the tendrils.
So it's almost like the Hulk fingers, where they're static, but they've got like the a jointing skeleton system inside that you can grab things.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to wait and see, and and see how it comes out. So.
Yeah, one of our viewers wanted to ask about the pull up an actual picture of Rosario.
Actually, I have a video. Hold on, I saw this. Someone did this, and I'll see if I could pull it up. I think I shared this in the previous live stream. Yeah, here I go. Hold on, let me share this real quick. Let's see here.
The Montrose have a wire in them, so it implies that you can move them. Hey, yeah, look at that.
Okay,
here you go. So I saw this was shared by my colleague Will Foxification, but I think he got this from a Facebook group. So, you see how it's a little different.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Again, some people's like, "Oh, she's looking down." Well, I mean, not that much down.
It's not a bad. It's not bad though. That's the thing. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, the thing is, when all these actors go and sign the contracts, they all actually have to go through 3D scanning of their faces and bodies for toys. And the funny thing is, of all people, Bill Burr said he actually had to go through it as well, including getting 3D scans of his face. So,
yeah, see, look at that. But you see what I'm saying? Like, look at her face. It's so chiseled, and compared
it's harder.
To... It's harder.
It's a hard feminine, if that's the right word. It's feminine, but it's not soft.
I think what's her name? Bo-Katan had to go through the same thing as far as like the controversy between with her chiseled face, jawline. Because Ahsoka has the same thing too. It has that chiseledness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are saying, like, especially with Katie Sackhoff and Rosario Dawson, that that they're too manly. It's like, go look at their work. Like Katie Sackhoff. Watch Battlestar Galactica. She's 23, and she's still, she still looks like she can, kick the crap out of you. She's strong, but she's still got the strong jawline, just like her in her early movies as well. So yeah, it's not like it's coming out of nowhere. It's just people aren't used to it.
Yeah, I mean, again, as the price goes up, you have to warrant and say, like, you want like a really good portrait across the board. I mean, Moff Gideon, like, I think that there was another portrait that was kind of like, some people liked it, some people hated it.
Actually,
Bo-Katan.
There was like the lighting. There was a lighting issue with that too. Like always, Hottoys has that like. The promos is like the lighting, and then they show you the actual prototype that's getting painted. Behind the scenes, you're like, oh, look at that, it's Moff Gideon.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, but look at the. Do you have pictures from the Hot Toys? I mean, from the Microcon, and then you look at that, the Moff Gideon there.
Actually, I think I have pictures. Let me pull it up. Unless you already got them. Let me.
Oh, no, I don't.
Let me pull them up real quick. Give me a second.
And again, yeah, it's a prototype again, and I want to preface that it's a prototype, but at the same time, if they can make a Boba Fett prototype really, really good, you kind of like want it to be for like for our beloved Ahsoka and Moff Gideon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, but here's the thing though. Like I know you asked about this. Like, what will be the price? Where would the price stop me? I think I'll start complaining when I start paying Iron Man money on a damn 1/6 scale figure that's not diecast, and I'm here like, wait a minute.
Think about it though. We're getting there because this is a $315 figure. The Mark 47 that's on Sideshow right now is a $370 figure. We're getting there.
It's getting there. It's getting. I do see what you're saying, that we are getting to that point. Then this is what I wanted to bring up. I wanted to do this later in the stream, but we're already into this, talking about the future of Hot Toys. Like at the end of the day, like okay, I'm a new collector into Hot Toys.
Yeah.
This is my second year collecting. Right?
Second year, damn son.
Daddy, chill.
Rookie numbers, you gotta pump them up, huh?
I'm working on it, but the thing is, like, I got new eyes, optimistic eyes, collecting these Hot Toys, and they're freaking awesome. Hell, man, I'm arbor building these Death Troopers like crazy, okay? But as you guys, Don Prime, Paradox, you guys been collecting longer than I have with these Hot Toys, right? How do you feel about what's going on with Hot Toys now? Because with this new prices and getting less than what we got from Hot Toys from before, and then the idea that they're probably focusing more on new collectors versus the old collectors, and they're probably focusing more on their market versus our market. And now we're seeing more Hot Toys from we've seen more Star Wars from Hot Toys. It was just pretty cool. But that's the thing though, their main market over there is always going to be Marvel, because that's what's hot over there. Do you feel that they're neglecting on the older collectors and they're just going for more newer ones with new money, new blood?
I mean, Don, if you want to go first, but
well, I mean, ultimately, old collectors usually like old IPs, and unless Hot Toys has the current rights for those, or the IP is currently hot, whether it's a reboot or a sequel, there's no money for them to be made. So, I mean, yeah, they are effectively ignoring old collectors, but at the same time, they're not, because they're not going to make a figure from whatever IP you're a fan of, because it's not relevant. It doesn't have a place right now in current media, and it's not going to make them money. So in that effect, it's not ignoring the collector, because there's no purpose to make a figure from that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, like you're saying, there are certain things like ESB, they're late in that line. There's certainly more figures that they could be doing from them. The bounty hunters, repurpose the IG-11 mold to IG-88. But, as Nate said, for their market, a lot of Marvel sells, over there. But right now, a lot of Marvel's selling for below retail. But the Mandalorian is, the kind of the oddball, because Star Wars is one of those kind of outliers in China. But yet everybody loves the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why you're seeing so much pump out. And then you're seeing, all the promo with the speeder bike and the Scout 2-pack. It's, pump up the numbers. Well, and again, why, there's 20,000+ Beskar Mando Deluxes made.
Yeah. For me, I've been collecting like 5 years now. 5+ years. I'm not as old school as some of the older ones, like they've been around for 7-8 years. that got to experience like a DX13 release and DX11 and all those other good DXs and stuff. But for me, like going like what I'm noticing is, and by the way, I went from collecting Marvel and Star Wars to like strictly collecting Star Wars. Just the fact that A, they're pumping out more Star Wars, and B, these prices are really getting really expensive. Where I really have to have a focus. Now it's getting to that point where I have to like really figure out like and say to myself, like, I can't get every Star Wars figure like I used to because they're going really, really hard with some of these figures, right? Like with the
40 pre-orders alone for next year coming out.
Yeah, and that's not even including Book of Boba, Obi-Wan Kenobi, like the Kenobi show, and like Bad Batch. There's so many more Star Wars content. Like Andor. Like, I mean, at some point as a collector, like, are you going to try and get everything from all those? Right?
I mean, I will tell you this. I tried that when and I still collect Masterpiece Transformers. And I collect that. And if you think like some 1/6 scale lines are insane, try getting like 35, 40 of just Autobots or, all the toys that were made in the 80s, in an adult format from Japan, or third-party companies. So, I mean, being a completionist, it's kind of like one of those things. Now, I mean, are you a completionist in the fact, okay, like for me, I have my core, Avengers plus War Machine and Spiderman. Do they have to be all, in the same team uniform, or can they all be, I have my, core, I have my Avengers. So I'm a completionist in that sense, but I'm not, they're all not from the same movie. But just like I have Luke, Leia, Han, I've got the core from the original trilogy, from A New Hope, but it's all different versions. And
yeah,
you know what's funny? I was watching this old. I like to watch like older Hot Toy videos, like Denobi too. Like he be like back then they were complaining about the clone figures, like repeated figures over and over again. Like, do I have to buy another Captain America? Do I have to buy another Captain America? Even then they were complaining.
Well, they're going to continue complaining because they're going to be more Captain Americas, right? And it's just one of those things is that, like, that's what keeps Hot Toys in the game is because, it got all these shows that's coming. But as a collector, as prices go up and you go, wait a minute, like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but now I got to be more niche. Like, I got to be like, okay, now I'm just collecting prequels, or I'm just collecting Mandalorian, or I'm just collecting original trilogy because now they're pumping out all these figures from all these, like, franchises. And, Kenobi, Ahsoka.
Oh my God, Kenobi.
Like, Book of Boba. Like, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how much stuff are we going to get from there? Because Jon Favreau is producing that. And Jon Favreau, he wants to do a fan service for everything.
I mean, and Jon Favreau might actually, and if the rumors are to, any, knock on wood, if Kathleen Kennedy's gone, the rumors are he's going to be taking over a Lucasfilm and running Star Wars as a whole.
Yeah, I don't know about that rumor, but but I'm just saying it's just one of those things where, you start thinking to yourself, and that's how I'm thinking as a collector, because back then I used to collect everything, DC, Marvel, Star Wars and this and that. And it was like, okay, but now it's like, shoot, like they're just pumping out like massive figures, like, the reissue.
That's another thing. Are you worried that because they're pumping out all these figures, they're pumping out the numbers as well? And only a few of these figures are going to be a limited release because of the pre-order batches and stuff. But the thing is, Star Wars now, because of the numbers, they're becoming like Marvel in a way. Because Marvel, they're not selling out as fast like they used to. And I think Star Wars is getting that trend now with Hot Toys.
Oh yeah,
they're not going to be selling out as fast like they used to because of the hype.
Yeah, and you know what though? Like 3 years ago, and I'm sorry to offend anyone that's a sequelist. We got The Last Jedi, and I think The Last Jedi really put a dent in a lot of Star Wars collecting, in my opinion. A lot of people are like, not really hyped about Star Wars. But then Mandalorian came around and boom, explosion. Like everyone's like, I love Star Wars, you know, like I love Star Wars so much. I went and watched all the Clone Wars episodes and stuff, you know, and stuff like that. You're getting to see. But one thing for me, and as a collector, and I think I mentioned it before, in, you know, in previous live streams, is that I'm as a Hot Toys collector, I'm looking to see who's sculpting these pieces now. I want to see their track record. You know what I'm saying? Because that track record speaks for itself. You know, one of the great Hot Toys sculptor, Kojun, who actually sculpted Darkside Anakin, or Anakin, who sculpted Mark 50 portrait and sculpted the Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp figure. So he's got a great track record, right? So he left Hot Toys to go and start sculpting for statues. You got K.A. Kim, who's like another well-known sculptor, and now she's doing statues. So you're seeing a lot of like statue companies from overseas, like around Asia, come up and really give you Hot Toys quality on a statue. So what does that say about Hot Toys? Because, you know, I see like a trend now, and it's all about trends, right? Like you're seeing a trend where like some portraits are like really good, and some are like, well, a lot of it is like, well, I'll wait for the it's a prototype, right?
Did you see? Oh, sorry.
And I'm sorry, just real quick. And it's just one of those things where a lot of these like sculptors are leaving like Hot Toys and like going to like these statue companies and giving you like really hyper real.
Exactly. Like what's going on here? A lot of these 1/6 scale collectors are now moving. Like a lot of people I used to watch are now moving to statues. I'm here like, wow.
Well, did you see the Selena Kyle? It was the 1/3 scale. Yeah. Like I looked at some of those pictures. I thought for a second I was legitimately looking at old like promo shots and old like costume fitting shots from the Dark Knight Rises. You know, in pre-production, they were that good.
Yeah. And that's the, like, you know, for me, like that's the trend now is like a lot of these like, you know, like 1/6 scale sculptors, like these great sculptors are being recruited by these statue companies because they want to provide that hyper realism.
Wow.
Let me just
that's crazy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let me just show you. I think this is So here it is. Like this is J&D, right? And look at this freaking Arthur Fleck, man. You know what freaked me out was the fact that like I saw a video of the guy like touching this guy's nose. It's like, whoa, like, right? That's pretty freaky. Wow.
Dude, I just noticed that. Like I have not gone through these statues, but dude, that's beautiful. I've seen the Catwoman though. I think the Catwoman was awesome.
Yeah, so this is Kojun. He sculpted this Joker, right? Now, you're like, damn, that looks really good. But, like, now, imagine, you're like, damn, I wish they would do, like, a Harley Quinn. Which, supposedly, that might be their next thing that they're doing. I mean, like, can you imagine having, like, a super hyper-real, like Harley Quinn? Like, would you want another Hot Toy?
Now, in this case, now... Do you would this happen now where if Hot Toys starts noticing that they need to up their game with their head sculpts like the statues are, that means they'll be upping their prices, and that's the case then. Would you be afraid of that?
Well, they're upping it anyway.
They're upping it anyway. Hey, there's a meme for that. What's the meme? It's like the prices are going up anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you think about it, like, how many Wonder Womans has Hot Toys released, right? Like, how many portraits have they released, and they really haven't perfected Gal Gadot's portrait. Now you look at this, you're like, oh damn! Like, I don't need to like. I just need to get this piece and I'll be happy. Like, I don't need to go through all that, you know, like jazz just to get the perfect portrait in a collectible. Anyway, I'm not trying to promote like statues to anybody here because they are pretty expensive. But for me, it's like these sculptors are being recruited by all these up and coming statue companies, right? Like, is Hot Toys really trying to like maintain like these sculptors like that they have, like these good sculptors, or they're letting them go, and
well, the thing is, I mean, especially the guy you were saying, though, he did the Mark 85, the original, but he also did the Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Hot Toys basically.
I don't know if he did the Ant-Man. but he didn't.
No,
I
he
don't know.
did the
Yeah,
smiling
he
Ant-Man.
did Ant-Man.
Yeah, the guy who did the Mark
Everybody started posting his name. Dude, this is the same guy that did the freaking Ant-Man head sculpt. Look. They just posted the name everywhere. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so Hottoys actually did a press release and said effectively he was fired.
I don't know about that. He's too good of a thing. He left.
He's gone. No. They said he was, he was no longer employed with the company.
Yeah, because he left. He went to start his own company.
Yeah, didn't he? No, I think he left like way before the 85 was released.
Okay, anyway, because Hot Toys came out and officially said that, because with the 85 debacle, he was no longer there.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to look at the thing that if he sculpted the Ant-Man. I don't know if he did. If anyone has that, I don't have the box, by the way, so I don't have that figure. But I would like to know if he sculpted that, because I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think they were pulling up stuff from Sideshow, and they're going for the artists. You go check the artists there, and they're the same. It was the same artist that did the head sculpt for the Mark 85. But the thing is, the Mark 85 bow damage is a different artist altogether for that head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were different from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know for the Mark 85, Kojun did the prototype, right? But then he left, and then you got the new Mark 85 portrait. I'm actually going to the Hot Toys website to just double check that.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were complaining a lot more that they were not getting the head sculpt they deserved from the actual picture. Like if you compare it from the pictures, from the promos to the actual head sculpt, it's not the same head sculpt.
Yeah, the pictures.
People expected that head sculpt.
Yeah, and by the way, just another work of the sculptor that sculpted Ahsoka. She sculpted the George Bush Jango Fett. So, that's one of her many works.
Wait.
Let me see.
I got to see that George Bush Jango Fett.
The George Bush Jango Fett.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. Like, this is what a lot of people were saying. It was the George Bush Jango Fett.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see it, but some people were like, yeah, that's the George Bush Jango Fett.
Hey, Paradox Nerd, I did bring up the head sculpt for Moff Gideon. What was your thoughts about it?
It's good. I mean, I don't know. I think it could be improved. Like, to you guys, does that look like Moff Gideon?
I think it could be tweaked just a bit. It still screams out Moff Gideon to me. Mm-hmm. I think the head sculpt from Sideshow's promos are a little better.
Yeah.
But here, like, it could be tweaked out. I think it's also because of the lighting. Because from the actual behind the scenes photos I've seen with Moff Gideon's head sculpt, like, it was just perfect the way it was,
I know we always talk about the lighting, but then when it comes to Boba Fett, it's like no matter what lighting it is, it looks good. Why can't we get to that point?
The magic of Photoshop.
It's like the lighting.
Yeah, they used all the Photoshop budget on Boba Fett.
It's the lighting, guys. Oh, don't worry, it's the lighting.
No, I still love that head sculpt. I still love that head sculpt.
Yeah.
I still love it. I think they should have added the smirk though. That's the thing. That's the only issue I had with that figure is that they should have added his Moff Gideon's smirk because that's Gus's smirk. You know what I mean? Come on.
And you know what though? Like like being like collecting Hot Toys for like 5 years now, and. Okay, yeah, some people say, "Oh, PJ, you sound like you're entitled." Well, I'm entitled to my opinion, but at the same time, it's like,
what kind of viewers you get in your freaking streams, man?
No, this is on the this is not on the stream. This is on the Facebook groups. I just said that like the I just said that the Ahsoka needed tweaking, and then some people were like, "Oh, you sound like you're entitled." You're like, okay.
Hey, head
sculpted by and not available. It says for the Ant-Man.
Oh, they changed it. What?
Yeah, changed it. They changed it. It was definitely him.
Head art directed by whatever. So, but
it's a conspiracy, bro. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, Don. What's behind you?
Well. That one's Maji Case. Yeah, I think that's a Besta.
That's the best right there to your right? Okay.
With the Superman and stuff in it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? And I was gonna say, like, why can't we get more like Commander Cody like portraits? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that was perfect. That was perfection, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing though. Like, I was with you that day when I was at that stream with Aries, where I was freaking telling people, yo, do not skip on Cody. Do not skip on Cody. That thing is gonna go high. I'm just saying because of that damn head sculpt.
You know, sorry.
I was gonna say Viva Lai sculpted the that Commander Cody. Viva Lai, I don't know what else.
Is he the same sculptor that's going for the double Boba Fett's?
No, I don't know. I'm actually gonna look that up too. But it's one of those, like, you know, I'm trying to look at their, you know, these track records of these sculptors, because that will definitely kind of show you, like, okay, like, this is how it's gonna come out, you know. So
now we gotta keep tabs on the sculptors.
No, it's good to know, because, you know, like, these are the sculptors that, you know, are going to be sculpting your figures. You should know who they are. I know it's like, you know, some people like don't really care, but, you know, we collect Hot Toys not for just like the, you know, like the realism of their outfit. We collect them because of the portraits. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, Jazzy, he's actually a good question. Can you guys list your top 3 best Hot Toy head sculpts ever?
oh my gosh, on the spot, man.
On the spot? Okay, just one. Okay, just
okay.
one or two. It's up to you. So.
Okay, I definitely have to. Well, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be like Anakin. Anakin was, to me, like one of the best. That was the best one. The solo one was pretty good. That was recently. That was pretty good. By far, the one that blew me away was Yondu. Yondu was,
bruh.
Like, that was like, dude, that's like a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you cannot that, and you know, and that's the thing that you want from a Hot Toy figure, is that, like, something that you, like, no matter what, no one can argue with you. No one can say, yo, that, I don't know if they look, shut the hell up. Like, that is, you know what I'm saying?
Yondu was so good. That was my first Grail that I bought. Resale price $350.
Yeah. And by the way, you know, you could actually look at the people, like, if you don't have the box or you don't have the figure, you could actually go on the Hot Toys website and look at the sculptor's name under details. Oh, there you go. Look, see? So Young Lee, right? She sculpted the solo Mud Trooper, right?
The head sculpt.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess where she's at now? Guess where she's at? She is with J&D.
Wow.
She's with J&D. I'm gonna show you why, because, you know, you can look up these artists, like, in through Instagram, right? So here she is. I'm gonna show you. I shared the screen, and look at what she sculpted. You know what I'm saying? So Young Lee sculpted.
Damn.
See, you have to look at the trend, guys. I'm telling you.
Damn.
Look at that.
Damn.
You know they're not freelancing between both of them. They're like, yo, you're working for J&D now.
Hey,
or are they on contracts? Or are they on contracts?
That's too.
That could be too.
They do contract work too.
I don't know if they do, but every time I see So Young Lee, like, she's like always in J&D now. And dude, imagine if she sculpts. Oh my god, I'm telling you right now, on the spot, on live stream, if they make that Harley Quinn J&D from Suicide Squad,
Suicide Squad 2? Dude.
Not that 2. Number one.
Number one.
I don't know if they do number 1.
Why? Like, she's so hot in that one.
No, the number 2 one where she's in the Jester combat uniform rocking the RPG. That is like the ultimate, like, that is Harley Quinn, where she's a badass, but she's still Harley Quinn. I think that's the ultimate mix, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know. I like the first one.
PJ, before we continue, Don Prime, right now, your top 3.
Okay, I gotta go with, like, Anakin. Obi-Wan.
And
I gotta say, like it's the other one's a tie specifically between probably Dooku and Krennic, because Krennic is still Krennic I think absolutely nails Michaelson's. You look at him, you can think of Rogue One, or you can think of him, from he's a Skrull in Captain Marvel. It's just, and it's one of those things. And like another thing, I think they have that one on file. If there's a Captain Marvel 2 and he's in it, I see them doing a Skrull. Talos, but both with the head sculpt and the Skrull sculpt.
I'm surprised that you went with the Obi-Wan Kenobi from Kenobi from Episode 3 or the original Kenobi?
Kenobi 3.
Because there's a lot of controversy with Kenobi.
The way I have it set up, like I have it set up next to Cody and next to a Sideshow Clone 212. And again, it's all subjective. I love it. I think the way it works, and especially how I have him in, his defensive pose. I love it.
Yeah,
again,
I love him too. My top 3 is a Dark Side Anakin, the
Ant-Man.
Wait, what happened?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, of course, the Ant-Man.
Ant-Man number 2.
The top half is perfect. That's the head sculpt.
Force Awakens Chewbacca.
Force Awakens Chewbacca. Dude, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
That's bad.
Yondu and Tamara Morrison. Because that head sculpt everywhere. The Cody's, Boba Fett's, throw that head sculpt everywhere you can. The Clone Troopers, I don't care. That's the perfect head sculpt.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think they'll possibly focus on putting more different variations out of head sculpt out to not only justify making so many different variations of Clone Troopers, but potentially, to do 2 versions, like what they're doing it with Ahsoka, but, one is a base and the other is a deluxe that includes, say like a jetpack or a different, version of the clone head. You have the bomb disposal. Then, if they want to do something like a clone, like a Toy Fair exclusive 2 years down the line, they do like a scuba trooper, and then you have the Tamara Morrison, but the specific,
I think the sky's the limit, man.
Version.
The sky's the limit with these Clone Troopers. I think that's what's gonna really hurt people's wallets. Is these Clone Troopers,
and they just reuse that same portrait over and over.
And they change the hair and give them tattoos, or give them facial hair or just different markings.
It's the same one over and over again. So it's going to be a cash cow for them, in my opinion. Also, here I want to share this. So again, I always encourage our fellow Hot Toys collectors to know who your sculptors are. So this is Solo Maul, which is to me one of the most underrated figures out there, because look at that portrait. I think it's a near perfect portrait. They really captured, what's his name's
Ray Park.
Wow, the same person that did the Maul did the Potter. I forgot the name of the character.
The fantastic,
Newt.
Newt.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, I would have loved him, to sculpt Ahsoka. That's just my opinion. Because then it would have been like a pretty good portrait.
I feel you on that. As far as Ahsoka is concerned, like there's still more time to work on that head sculpt. I'm just more disappointed in the fact that we got the Ahsoka, but it should have been just a regular release. There's no DX. It doesn't deserve a DX really. The way they selling it to us, it doesn't really deserve that DX mantle. It really is. It should have been a good deluxe figure, and I think they probably cheated us with the DX version of the Mandalorian, the actual Din Djarin. Throw in the swoop bike, or throw in 2 head sculpts, battle damaged pieces from the season 1 figure.
Or you know what? Make the season 2 Mandalorian a DX. Give him the portrait. Give him the swoop bike. You know what I'm saying? That would have been like the perfect DX in my opinion. Like having the Mandalorian with the swoop bike, just like Maul and Bloodfin, that would have been, and then
give him a light up Darksaber.
Yeah. Oh, dude! Now you're talking. Now you're talking my language there. Now you're talking.
Oh, all my stuff's on soap reactors and smart plugs. So and CCFL sabers. So yeah.
Yeah, but you see now you're talking. So now that would have warranted a DX 20 and a 21, like a 20 without the swoop bike and a 21 with the swoop bike, just like. But you know,
throwing the spear.
Hey, who knows? They might still do it. So
okay, guys. Before we continue to the next one, I want to put up this question here real quick from Jonathan. Which clone character do you all hope Hottoys makes? And I'm hoping for Arc Jesse.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just going right off the bat. Just a standard clone commando armor, just a base one, and for a minimum, just for a display piece. It could be from from one of from Delta Squad, or it could just be the all white. But just again, I think it's the perfect mix match. It looks like a cross between an actual spacesuit and stormtrooper armor, like what an actual space trooper should look like. Mm-hmm. So I just love the aesthetic.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for Clone 99.
Clone 9. Oh, you got a soft spot for 99. I feel you.
With a broom and all that.
A little janitorial cart.
Yeah, come on, man. Give Clone 99 us. No.
REP. F in the chats, please. F in the chats for Clone 99.
Come on, guys, give a like if you want Clone 99 to be made. You know what I'm saying? But
that's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna go to a classic. Not many people may not know him, but Captain Fordo. If they bring us a Captain Fordo, man, with all the accessories, I mean everything that he came with throughout the Clone Wars show that came out. The early 2000s. That'd be freaking perfect.
Oh,
like I said, it's canon again. It's on Disney Plus, so it's canon again.
By the way, Doc Smizzle made a good point. So like he said that he saw the unsealed and revealed, and then he saw the IG-11 displayed with the speeder bike. Guys, sorry to yell. Guys, go get the IG-11. I've been saying this for the longest time. Get it now. Mm-hmm. Whoever's on the stream right now, get it. Because it will sell out, and that will be the only IG-11 that you will get for a very, very, very long time. And
mine's been paid off since January.
Yeah, if you're on the fence, do it. I'm telling you, you're not... Hey, and you know what? Say you don't want to keep it. Say you're like, you know what, PJ? F you, man. This figure sucks. You lied to me. I hate this figure. Well, guess what? Once it sells out, you can sell it for a pretty penny. And just saying.
That's right. The resale market is pretty high. It will go pretty high for that one.
And it's a die-cast in it, so...
Not the swoop bike, the scout bike. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, do it now because, yeah.
But hey, because we were talking about a lot of Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars figures coming out pretty soon because of all the hype and the future releases, especially with May the 4th. Bro, what's going to be crazy is when Michael Keaton makes his return as the Batman.
And that's a good point.
Dude, it's been confirmed. He is back, baby. The OG Batman. The Batman is back in the Flash. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And there are so many options, so many potentials. I mean, are we going to see him, like 20 minutes after the end of the second movie? Are we going to talk like Batman Beyond, like age in the middle? Is he going to be wearing, the 3.0 suit he was supposed to wear, before he quit, and then Kilmer and Clooney took over? And then they started making it.
There's a 3.0 suit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a 3.0 suit for that. That's crazy.
You can actually go online and search for it. Because he was in, Keaton was, doing pre-production and talks before he left. There was a version 3.0 suit that I think, if I remember, kind of looks like the sonar suit Kilmer wore.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Like, because because Hot Toys is doing this trend where they're reissuing figures from older Batmans, especially the Bale line. I could definitely see them reissuing this, giving it a proper
Absolutely.
update.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Batmobile, because that's going to be in it too. That's confirmed because there was a company that has specific models of famous movie used cars. Well, Warner Brothers actually hired that company because they're in London. They have an exact movie accurate replica of the '89 Batmobile, and that's being brought to the set.
Really, it's been confirmed. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's been confirmed. The '89 Batman is on set.
Oh wow. I also heard that George Clooney is going to be in the Flash.
Are you serious? Really,
No.
George?
No, I mean, but here's the thing: I would not doubt if Bale is in it though, because he said he'd do it if Nolan gave the okay, and apparently Nolan gave the okay. And it's one of those things. Again, why all of a sudden do you get in the reissue of Batman Begins version, and then obviously with the DX19 version? I mean, is that part of the hype? Is that kind of?
But here's the thing, though. He's Bale's currently filming Thor 4 with Thor 3. My bad. I mean, it's Thor 3. No, Thor 4 with what's his name as the Butcher, the God
exactly.
Butcher. Mm-hmm. So is he like bouncing around, gonna make a cameo here?
Well, it would only be a cameo. It wouldn't be like because Keaton's actually playing the second Batman, not like a cameo. But it would be like a quick, 10, 15 second cameo and he's in his bat suit. And if he's already has a shaved head playing God the Butcher, it's not going to really matter if he's not playing Bruce Wayne.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, there's different ways it can run this. But I'm more excited that we might be because I think I love reissues because, I'm like I said, I just started 2 years ago. So this would be perfect to pick up a reissue of an updated version of the Michael Keaton's Batman. I could definitely see them going back doing the classic Batman and then bringing out the the new Batman when they show him off in the Flash movie.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's probably the perfect time to reissue Batman around that time. I'm curious to see how Michael Keaton's gonna play into the Flash movie. Is he gonna have like a big part, or is he gonna have a small part? He could have a small part, and Warner Brothers is just hyping it up that they have him back. You know what I'm saying? So,
hell, we only got Nightmare Batman for like what 5-minute end credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
And they still threw in the freaking Nightmare Batman reissue.
Yep, exactly. So.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely possible to get this the Michael Keaton's Batman right into play. But then here's another thing that I want to talk about. Because Jazz Link is making the '89 Batman Batmobile, that he's been talking about it. In that time period, Hot Toys might reissue the actual '89 Batman mobile. That'd be because since they're doing all these reissues of vehicles and doing more vehicles now, which I'm excited for, they can do that. Which also comes to play. Like, do you wait before you buy a Grail, or wait till the reissue happens? It's a wild time for Hot Toys at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, for me, and I know there's some viewers that watch me in the live stream as well. I've always been an advocate for not paying a lot of money for a sold out figure. If you can get it for a good price, like maybe $50 to $100 over retail, that's great. But one thing with Hot Toys is that if there's an opportunity to reissue something, they'll take advantage of it. They will take advantage of it. Definitely 46 is the Mark 46 is probably one of the next ones that's probably going to be reissued. With Hot Toys, you just don't know. It's all because right now in their mindset, like you said, Nate, earlier in the stream, there's a lot of new collectors getting into the game. I mean, Hot Toys has been around for a very long time, so you have to think about those people that were exposed to Hot Toys when maybe they were in school, they were in college. So now they're now they're making all this money out of college, and they want to like buy like their favorite character in the Hot Toys form. So yeah, you know, they're going to reissue a lot of like figures, you know, and the more popular ones, and they look at the eBay prices, the aftermarket. They really look at that, because I remember when Mark 47 hit like, I don't know, like 1,500 on eBay, dude. They reissued it right after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny though you're talking about the 46 because Black Widow's finally gonna be coming out soon, and the rumor is there's footage. Robert Downey's in it now. They don't know if it's unshot footage or whatever, but he might be in the 46. So again, that's the perfect time to reissue it. You know, he's in it for 10 seconds or 30 seconds, but guess what? They're gonna reissue it anyways.
Yeah, they don't even need that movie. They're gonna reissue all the Iron Man.
But that'll increase their sales though. So that's the perfect time. It coincides. They're gonna do it anyway. Why not do it when it cameos for 30 seconds and you get an extra boost in sales? Yeah.
I mean, for me, I sold my 46 a while ago because I just saw the trend that a lot of Iron Man figures were getting reissued. I love the 46.
Here's my question. Here's my question to you though. When is a good time to resell the figure? You know, like I know, like let's say the Mark 46, like right now it's making Mark 47 money right now in the resale market. Let's say that I can't remember what's the price right now on it, but let's say it was making Mark 47 money.
Like and Mark 47, back in the day, Mark 47.
Yeah, for
like
$2,000. Yeah, $1,200, $2,000. I've seen prices like that.
Let me tell you, I will like if someone offered me $1,200 for a Mark 46, which I sold mine for a little bit less than that.
Bye.
See you later. I'm gonna kiss that figure. I'll put all the plastic back. I'll
bless
it. And then I'll send it off. I'll even double package it for you. Double box it for you, man. Like, shoot. I might even deliver it to your house. Nate, here you go, buddy.
Oh, God, dude.
And here's the thing. Yeah, I'm just reading this right now. Where was it? Scalpers trying to get scalpers sweating right now and trying to get rid of their Falcon LO. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking, Sunday night, Monday morning, we are seeing Falcon Valcap, Falcon Captain America.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it's a different suit because.
No. I've got leaks. I've shown them to Nate of what the suit looks like.
It's actually on Sideshow. It's someone they're selling a Bandai Falcon, which I don't understand. Like,
that's the same one that Don Prime showed me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what the hell? How the hell?
No. That's not his current suit. I'm talking about the ones with his vibranium wings and his actual Captain America suit.
Yeah, it's white. His suit is white.
It's red, white, and it almost looks like the Civil War version, but with different color schemes. They're still red, white, and blue, but different patterns in his vibranium wings.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are you're right, Don. Like, a lot of people are reselling it because they want to get the maximum for that figure. I just don't think it will, go down, like, way down, like, like below retail kind of deal. If anything, it'll still be, maintain.
But that's the thing, though. Like, we're getting all these rumors coming out about the DX20 Joker that never came out, but it's still out there. The Joker is still coming, where we're getting rumors about certain reissues, and that's the case. Then, like you said, the Mark 46 reissue. If there's talks about that, is that the choice for collectors now to let me resell this for the highest price right now and then rebuy it again with the reissue?
Yeah.
It's just a crazy thought because the thing is, people for almost a year or two were talking about rumors of the Mark 47 getting reissued, and it was still selling for $1,200, $2,000, and people were still trying to buy it for that price. And then Mark 47 got reissued, and I was looking at all the sales that were happening for the Mark 47. Literally, someone paid about $1,500 for that figure the night before.
I would cry. I would cry. That's
Matt,
why
that
I
was
tell
not
you guys. I mean, hey, listen. If you got the money, and you are just like filthy rich, go for it, man. Like all you, man. But I mean, a lot of us and most of us, are in it for the long haul. Like we can't, we can't afford that kind of, you know, money for an aftermarket figure, like a sold out figure. So for me, like if you think about it, you pay $1,500 for that figure. You could have bought like a freaking statue. You could have bought one of those J&D statues. You could have bought like, I don't know how many Hot Toys, like 5, 8. I don't know, like a lot of Hot Toys. So
paid your mortgage.
you could pay my mortgage. You could have went to the strip club, whatever you do on the side. But I'm saying, like, that's just a lot of money. And I don't know. For me, it's just like, with technology getting better, sculptors getting better, you just definitely just
That's
play
that's
smart.
another thing. The cyborg announcement. People were talking about the reissue of the cyborg. I was reporting these damn rumors about these figures coming out because literally there's bigger YouTubers than me are talking about it, like, yes, this might happen, or it is happening. And then also there's talks that Hot Toys did announce they were doing a lot more DC figures now.
Well, I mean, Hot Toys not helping
future releases.
Hot Toys isn't helping the situation by throwing Cyborg on their promo art with the other DC figures they've done as well. So
yeah. Well, again, Hot Toys does pay attention to the aftermarket, and they're seeing like a lot, like Flash like is going for a ridiculous amount of money now. Aquaman. So they're gonna reissue that a lot of those DC figures. In my opinion, they're gonna do it like as a Snyder cut box. Mm-hmm. Hey, I could be totally wrong, and I could be blowing smoke up someone's butt. But you know what? In my opinion, I think they will get to Cyber, because you know what? You have to think about it. There's a lot of collectors out there that have all the Justice League characters except for Cyborg. If they release a Cyborg, they're gonna buy it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, Hot Toys is looking at that. They're like, man, everyone's going crazy for these Justice League figures, and they want to complete their line. They're gonna do the Cyborg, in my opinion. Because if you think about it, some people are like, oh wait, it's so hard to manufacture. Dude, they manufactured an IG-11, which is a harder figure to manufacture than Cyborg, right? In my opinion. And they were able to do that. If they're able to do an IG-11, they could do a Cyborg.
Yeah, I mean, and they'll do it as a I was just gonna. Yeah, I mean, in the fact that they're even talking about Cyborg reissue means that this is a brand new contract, because Snyder Cut at this point is a new movie. It's not the same, so therefore there's new licensing.
Exactly.
So at this, so what you'll see is it's not going to be in a movie masterpiece series. It'll be a TV, like The Mandalorian is a TV masterpiece series. Mm-hmm. Just like the 2-pack right now with Nightmare, Batman, and Black Suit Superman. It's a TV series.
It is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not a movie. It's a TV series. Mm-hmm. So basically, they just name it as TV as series as well. They're not reissuing the figure as well. It's new figures, but using the same material, same bodies, and just minor tweaks. So, it's a new figure without it being reissued. And then, the people who get mad about, reissues affecting value, they don't get tweaked as well.
Yeah. I know. I mean, like, to be honest, I know people get mad about reissues. Hey, listen, if you really, I don't know, like if you got to see the trend, like you got to pay attention. Like if you feel like your figure is going to be reissued, it's probably is going to be reissued, right? Yeah. So
here's a good segue.
Sell it while it's hot.
Here's a good segue. You think we got a Winter Soldier reissue? Should I sell? Now he's talking about the original Winter Soldier from the Winter Soldier movie. Yes.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think he's that popular of a character to get reissued, in my opinion. Like how much is that Winter Soldier going on eBay?
Well, right now, I was seeing some good deals. Some people buying it for $300, $350. But there were some that were selling for $400 for that and a little higher. Because it is one of the best. Now here's the thing though, with that Winter Soldier figure from the original Winter Soldier film. The only problem I have with that figure is that it's a ticking time bomb with that leather. If you don't maintain that, even if you maintain it, one of these days you're going to find that the leather is going to be deteriorating real bad, and that's why I feel that Hot Toys needs to reissue that character or bring him back, because in the actual Winter Soldier show, you just see that flashback, And then we have like 4 figures that were announced, not announced, but they've been talked about, that they are coming out for the show, and we already got 1, so that we have 3 more. Winter Soldier can be popping up, and the original one popping up in that line.
Now there's one other potential now. Now I don't know. I mean, it is a potential, considering the whole storyline that's going on in the last episode on Friday. We might see a flashback. I'm hoping with Isaiah Bradley fighting the Winter Soldier in Korea in 1951. Yeah,
that could be a good point.
So imagine, again, you see Winter Soldier, but it's, he's wearing, 1950s, North Korean army uniform or a Soviet army uniform.
Yeah, but the thing is, they already showed Winter Soldier in like the first episode, right? Remember when he killed the?
But that would not be, if they did that. It necessarily wouldn't be a reissue of the first one, because he did not have he had the face mask, but he didn't have the goggles. He didn't have the mind layer. Yeah, he had the same pistol, and he had the same Scorpion SMG on his back plate.
Mm-hmm.
And the same M4 and AK.
Yeah.
So
it'd
be an easy reissue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they will reissue that figure. What they will reissue is an Anakin.
Anakin for the damn for the old Kenobi show. Oh, I can see that.
Think about it, they used the same portrait for the Clone Wars. Why would they not reuse it?
Now let me ask you. I could potentially see something weird where you actually, in the Kenobi film, because it's rumored they're gonna fight like either in the Force world or Force projections or something, whatever. I could potentially see in a dream or that Force world when Obi-Wan is fighting Vader. Vader projects himself fighting in his armor, but he's got a clean head. He doesn't need the mask. Something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that according to one of the directors the director for Deborah Chow for Kenobi, like she's like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of lightsaber fighting, including Vader and stuff like that. So
there's probably gonna be a lot of flashbacks too. So.
Yeah, probably a lot of flashbacks with Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting together in the Clone Wars. That'd be pretty cool.
Now this will be cool though. If they do a reissue, it'd be pretty cool if they add the Darkseid head sculpt and the regular head sculpt in the same packaging. But what they should have done originally, but they decided to do a promo edition, Toy Fair exclusive version of the Darkseid.
I was so mad, dude. I was so mad. I was like, oh, I even when I got my Darkseid Anakin, I made a review of it. I even called them out. I was like, oh, you guys have the high ground. I still jumped, mother.
Now here's the thing, though. There is talks that there's talks coming up again that there's supposed to be a battle damage Captain America coming out for EndGame.
Oh yeah. I think they're probably waiting till the EndGame cap sells out or is starting to ship.
It gets off the boats. It gets off the boats in the LA harbor.
Yeah, get off the,
I'm glad I got mine first batch from Hong Kong, because I've had mine for about 3.5 months now. So
yeah, it's crazy that it's taking that long for people to get the EndGame cap. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the Anakin one, because Hot Toys, because Anakin's going for like close to $700, right? Like, or even more than
$800 right now. I've seen it go for $1,000.
Hot Toys is they're itching to.
No, I've seen it for $1,000. I've seen it sell for $1,000.
Well, talk about
all these scalpers are waking up the beast, man. Like Hot Toys, once they Anakin's $1,000. Yo,
all right,
reissue.
Talk about reissue. Talk about reissues with the Obi-Wan show. I see them doing, an actual live action version of the end of Darth Maul, like how they did in Rebels, and mixing that, and you can reissue the Solo Maul under the Obi-Wan series title, and just change up a few things and change his lightsaber.
I mean, yeah, if he does show up in the Kenobi show, yeah, they could definitely reissue
and
that.
Then a possible another Cody.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yep, old Cody.
Old Man Rex, if you want to do that.
Yeah. Well, actually, they're not really. Are they really? I don't know. Are they old? Actually, you know what?
They're clones.
Yeah, because they age faster.
They age faster. Yeah. Remember, what's his name? Rex. He was already Grays in Rebels, and that was like 5 years after Revenge of the Sith. So
yeah, no, because I know that Commander Cody is going to be in the show, but I wonder if he's probably going to have the same armor, right? But how much of a battle? He might be a little bit more battle damage, so you might get a reissue of Commander Cody with the Boba Fett portrait from maybe from the Mandalorian, just a little with hair. I don't know, something, because they already have Tamora Morrison's portrait down, so they could,
And that's why I feel like that 2-pack is gonna be a sought after piece if they're gonna do it that way. But here's the thing though: if Hot Toys knows what they're doing, that's how I would do it. Like future Boba Fetts are coming out, they won't have the Tamora Morrison head sculpt until they release the Book of Boba Fett stuff. So right now, like the what's that thing called? The clean Boba Fett look. I wouldn't even add a head sculpt to that. If you want the Tamora Morrison head sculpt of the Boba Fett updated, his resurgence, you got to get that 2-pack to get that Tamora Morrison head sculpt.
Hey, just the Penny Bison about the Purge Trooper. Yeah, so I was actually, when you're watching the Bad Batch trailer and the part where the Rex is in there. Now, again, I'm 99% sure it was the Bad Batch. So I just didn't know who it was. That shot of their armor, it totally looks like it's the inspiration for the Purge Troopers. One of their masks. So I do think we might see Purge Troopers in Bad Batch. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for that show.
Dude, they might drop some crazy stuff for Bad Batch for May the 4th too, as well, because that's happening. Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do like Pheonix Shan. That's a good opportunity for them to do a Pheonix Shan. I don't know how much they're gonna do from that show, to be honest, because you have to think they all have different portraits, and they don't look like Tamora Morrison. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not that. I don't know. If they do like a Bad Batch, it's going to be like no portraits. It's just going to be with helmets. You know what I'm saying?
Now they might just do the leader, and that's it. Hunter. They might do Hunter. Yeah, I would like the Hunter. I love the Billy look. I love the Predator Billy look that he has. Okay, I want that.
Everyone's going to be in uproar if they. It's going to be like another BOYZ Malgus. BOYZ.
That's the thing though. Like it took forever for Krennic, so we might get the. I think they.
Malgus. I'm like Malgus. Malgus. Like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Malgus is Darth Malgus.
Dude, when they start doing the freaking Old Republic, if they start working on that, that's gonna be freaking epic.
I mean, supposedly that's what the next trilogy is they're working on for Star Wars. Officially through Lucasfilm is the Old Republic. So the way I was looking. So by the way, I think a lot of people are sleeping on the High Republic, right? Because that's like a comic book, whatever. But the Acolyte from that is announced to be like supposedly like a movie. It's supposed to be a dark movie, and in the High Republic, it's mostly Jedi's. There's really not a lot of Siths, but I wonder towards the end of that era, that's when this Acolyte movie is supposed to take place, right? So the Acolyte movie, is it going to be? I heard rumors that it might be. Oh my gosh, what's it? Darth Bane, and all those characters.
Darth Bane, Darth Nihilus, Darth.
Darth Nihilus is in the Old Republic.
Darth Old Republic. Are we doing older character or older Siths, or how far in the Sith line are we going here?
But I think the Acolyte is going to be like Darth Darth Bane, and might be Darth Plagueis. All those
Yeah,
characters.
Darth Plagueis. Yes, Darth Plagueis. Now that would be pretty cool if they introduced Darth Plagueis. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like they introduced I wouldn't mind a Palpatine / Darth Plagueis show, like showing the training that Palpatine went through to build up to where he is in the Senate.
Yeah.
Because he did a lot of things. Palpatine did a lot of things to make things happen. He even explained himself. He killed his master Darth Plagueis in his sleep.
Yeah. I wonder, is it Darth? I don't know. I'm getting my timelines confused, but anyway, we're getting a lot of stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So save your money for the Star Wars.
It's gonna be a crazy week when that starts popping. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Hunter, and I wouldn't mind a head sculpt for I keep forgetting the big guy's name. Big
Crusher.
Crusher, yes, I wouldn't mind Crusher.
Yeah.
But dudes, that's the thing though. Like you mentioned in the very beginning, we're getting so many freaking RIPs, so many shows, and Hottoys is going to be dropping even more of these damn figures. And then it comes to the point where, and I understand that there's collectors out there, they don't even touch the animated stuff because they don't have any. They don't have any love for that.
Oh man, it's good for them because what? Because they're gonna milk that animated shows. Like we still haven't got Rebels, right? Any of those characters, right? Kanan Jarrus and all those characters.
I don't think we will. I think they're going to be moved over to the Ahsoka show because I think there's going to be Ezra, and I think we'll see Sabine.
So, I do have like a source that kind of gives me like little hints about the shows. Sabine Wren was supposed to be in season 2 of The Mandalorian. It just is that they just haven't. There was so much like content, so they're gonna save her for season 3. So, yeah, look out for Sabine Wren in season 3, which makes sense, right? Because they're gonna explore the Mandalorian culture, so you expect her to be around there.
And we're getting Thrawn.
Yeah, we're getting Thrawn probably through Ahsoka, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the best way to introduce Thrawn and how he kind of plays in. Who knows? He might be like trying to do. He might be trying to make like the world between worlds or something like that. He might be trying to explore that because he's a mastermind, right? So he might be.
Well, he's been trying since Rebels, so
yeah.
Yes.
He's trying to collect all the tools he can to control what he can do. Here's another thing. Cal Kestis. Have you guys played that video game?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the video. Full in Order. I don't mind Cal Kestis. I don't mind him coming out with a figure like that, but we haven't seen any announcement they are working on any video game figures.
The only Star Wars video game figures have been like OT style stormtroopers, snow troopers.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine? They were like, they wait and they give it to us in May the 4th. A Cal Kestis figure.
Don't see it. I mean, to be honest,
because you know what? He is an actual actor, right? It's not really like an animated actor or character. We might get that. We might get a second sister. We might get a purge trooper. I mean, if they wanted to and milk us more, like, yeah.
Well, the thing is,
it's a video game. I mean, in the Star Wars overall community, animation is small compared to the fans that just know the movies. Now compare that to the fans of the video games. You know how many average Star Wars fans is gonna know about Fallen Order? Nevertheless, play that game. How ridiculously insane it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten some video game. Like a Star Wars video game characters, made into Hottoys form. We got the Snow Trooper, right? That was Battlefront, and
then the Jump Trooper,
Shock Trooper. That was from the
and the Jump, Shock and Jump,
and the Jump, yeah. So
but they're all based on OT, but they were all based on OT figures, though.
Yeah, but it would be cool if they gave us like a Purge Trooper,
But I think that's happening with Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, who knows, right? Like, Hot Toys, if they wanted to, they got the IP, man. They could do whatever they want.
They're working on the Hot Toys for video games now for Marvel figures. So of course they might be doing some video game figures for Star Wars if they want to dip in more in the well.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the Arkham Knight. Like, oh my gosh, they're really dipping in the well for that one. We're getting a Nightwing, we're getting a Batman, we got a Harley, we got the Joker. Who knows? We might get a Penguin. We might get a Scarecrow. Like they will just
Daddy chill my wallet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I know it's Joe P says Calcasses wouldn't sell. I don't know. I would get it. I like that game.
Now, Kramer, he wants to know. So, what are you guys thinking about the unsealed revealed for the Scout Chipper and the speeder bike?
First of all, Lane. Enough with your, your animal, your pets, knocking down your figures. But shout out to Lane. He's a good guy. Yeah, man. Like I said before, get that speeder bike, get that IG-11, man, because there's gonna be a lot of people like buying those figures.
Now, I wanted to bring this up. There's a lot of people that I've been talking to, and they've been saying that, I'm gonna skip the Scout Trooper bike because. And down the line, they're probably going to come up with the Scout Trooper bike for Return of the Jedi and the clean Scout Trooper. Now, here's the thing. Thinking like that got people to lose out on the DeLorean years back. Because they were saying, oh, don't worry, they're going to come out with the 2.0 DeLorean. No, look at that. Look at that. They've actually got the displayed prototype. Look what happened. Never came out. And a lot of those people said no to the original DeLorean.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't pay attention to those DeLorean. I'm not a big. I mean, I like Back to the Future. I wasn't big a fan of Back to the Future, so I really didn't.
But that's the thing, though, that with vehicles, you can't think that Hot Toys is gonna come out with the next version.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once they pop those out, a vehicle, you gotta make that choice then and there. Do you want it? Because once that sells out, there's no other. They probably ain't gonna pop out with another vehicle down the line. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you were saying with the version 2, well, there's whole different licensing issues, like you said, with the Mr. Fusion itself, then the cover conversion kit, again, which is a separate licensed item that Hot Toys couldn't touch. So again, I'll be honest. I'm skipping the bike. I also have a Hasbro 12-inch one that I can paint white if I need to. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to display my IG-11 on something that takes up so much of my display area. It's a personal preference thing of how you want to display it. I mean, these Scout bikes, whether it's the Sideshow, the Hasbro, or the Hot Toys, they're not small. They take up a decent amount of space.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, it all comes down to like how big of a fan are you of the character of the vehicle. Again, space does become an issue once you start collecting a lot of these Hot Toys, especially when they start pumping them out like crazy. And like Nate said earlier, like 40 pre-orders next year. Goodness gracious me. Holy moly. That's a lot.
40 pre-orders.
And
that's not even including the army building that people are doing. I'm going to be army building a few of these clone troopers.
Yeah, so 40 for next year. We're not even in May yet. Not even at May the 4th yet.
Yeah.
And then how many movies that have been delayed?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? For all of a sudden, we could find out Hot Toys actually has the license to make Mortal Kombat figures, and we see Sub-Zero. Next week. It could happen.
Yeah, no, but it's just one of those things, guys. Like as you get into collecting more, for me, when I first started collecting, I was like, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this, and then you realize like, oh shoot, I can't collect all of it. I have to really focus. And there's one thing about collecting is it's cool to collect and you get your figure and you play around with it and you're like, oh cool, but then there's another thing. The other aspect of collecting is displaying your figures. You don't want to be like, having like 200 like Hot Toys boxes with the figures still in the box, and you got like newspapers and cats roaming all around, and you're some like sort of hoarder. You know what I'm saying? you gotta like look at your collection room, and you gotta like focus and think about like, how am I gonna display these figures? What am I going for? Am I going for original trilogy in this section? Am I going for Mandalorian in this section?
Mm-hmm.
Then you start thinking about, okay, can I fit a scout speeder bike there? Okay, I can't. Well, maybe I'll replace it with just a regular scout trooper. And things. These are the things that a lot of these Hot Toys collectors, or a lot of collectors, should be doing. Is not just like, oh, pre-order. It's Star Wars pre-order. You got to think about your display and how you're going to display it. And I was going to say, Don, like, you have a really good display behind you. Is that the Maju case?
Yeah, I've got 6 of them.
Yeah, so dude, like that, and that's the beauty about collecting is like once you get your figure, disposing it and displaying it. That's the fun part.
Yeah, exactly. If you're dropping, let's be like tens of thousands of dollars on 1/6 scale figures, at a certain point, it almost becomes irresponsible to not put, say, 10% of that cost into your display options, especially if it's going to be the be all end all. You're not going to IKEA and buying Detolfs or Bestas for, these things generally. You're going to put the investment in, and it's going to show. Yeah.
And it's going to show, and you're going to be like, when people come over, they're not going to be like, oh my gosh, I feel claustrophobic because there's like 1,000 Hot Toy Star Wars figures looking at me. It's like, okay, cool. Like, this looks awesome. Like, wow. Oh, I really love that scene that you created with, Darkseid, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. Oh, that's cool. Like,
Exactly, because that's how I try to display at least my Star Wars figures is, there's a rhyme and reason. Someone who's never seen these figures before in their life, but they've seen Star Wars, they can come in and they'll be like, oh, okay, I know what that is, and I know what that is, or it's just, you want to get everything aesthetically pleasing, but
exactly.
It makes sense in your mind.
Yeah.
Your headcanon. Yeah,
and that's what a lot of collectors, I wouldn't say majority, but quite a few collectors do forget once they're just hitting that whenever they're hitting that pre-order button. It's like, oh, wait a minute, how am I going to display it? And then they get it, and they're like, oh, shoot, I don't have the room for it, guys. Like, I got to sell it, and that's one thing is like really be mindful about like your collection room and your surroundings and how you're going to display it, because at the end of the day, we are collectors here and we want to show off our collection, whether it be you want to show it off to that date of yours that you got from Tinder and you took her out to Panda Express and you're bringing her to your apartment and you want to show off your collection. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring her in and there's like a 1,000 figures there, all like in a static pose, just looking at her.
Exactly.
You want to be like, oh shoot, like oh shoot, Don, like I like that pose,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's better for your collection to have a smaller number of figures, but they're more consistent. There's more continuity in your display and how they're presented. Again, sometimes smaller is better as far as display options because you have more options.
It's funny. It's becoming like a Hot Toy therapy talk right now.
I know. Can you imagine like you bring your date home and you're like, oh wait, yeah, just put your jacket on top of those shipper boxes right over there.
Exactly.
Right? It's like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, basically what we're trying to say is you don't have to buy everything, and you don't need to feel pressured, just because this person has something. Just because you like something doesn't mean you have to go buy it. I'm going to assume for all of us, for me, 99% of my purchases, if I pre-order something, it's planned, do I need to do a payment plan for this, or can, based on the date of when this is coming out, can I just, pay for it all at once and not not feel a hit? It's all about evaluating your current collecting habits, what you're into. At the same time, you have a core group of figures you're never going to get rid of. You'll loan them, you will them off when you die, but you have that core group of figures no matter what, and that's from Marvel and Star Wars. you will never let go of. You know, and you always base everything off of that set of figures. Now, it can evolve, it can change, but it does so as, you know, you change as well.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you know, shout out to Derrickus Maximus. He goes, I take all my Tinder dates to Panda Express. You are the man, okay?
Man with the master plan.
You are the man, okay? I don't care what anyone says. You are the man. Make sure you buy them the 3-item combo.
3-item combo.
And if you really like her, then buy the egg roll on the side. But you know,
I usually skip on the egg roll, but yeah, 3-item combo for sure.
Oh man, orange chicken, Beijing beef.
The Beijing beef, bro.
Oh,
there you go. There
dude.
you go, baby.
Yeah, you haven't had a taste of heaven if you haven't tasted Beijing beef, man. But anyway, Penia Vazwen. He goes, that's a very specific date. Oh, come on. That's where I would take all my dates. No, but like, you know, Don Prime's like, yo, you know, Nate, never invite me with PJ on this screen.
No, man, it's cool.
What the heck is going on?
No, it's,
yeah, Don, what you trying to say?
No, it's funny. You're talking about food, and I'm like, you know what? You know, from when I was in Iraq, and I'm like, I want some of that Iraqi sweetbread right now. You're talking about that, like that
man.
Food. You get it's like fried dough.
Oh, you're a vet.
Yeah.
Thank you for your services, man.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Hat off to you, man. So
thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, no, I know there's like you're saying, there's this sweetbread. It's like it's like fried dough on steroids. And it's like cinnamon, and then they have this other spice that like enhances the cinnamon, just like, you know, the orange chicken. You have the orange.
Oh, dude, you're making me hungry, man. Like,
where's Uber Eats?
About that. No, where's Uber Eats? There's gonna be a live Uber Eats. Like,
I can't find anybody up in New Hampshire that makes decent like the Middle Eastern bread and Middle Eastern food.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
from Hottoys to food therapy.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, there is nothing than a better. There's no better live stream than talking about Hottoys food and taking out your Tinder dates, man. That's really doesn't get better than that. Yeah, that's kidding. Yeah, thank you for your service.
Send all the love to Dom, man.
Yeah, Don.
Send all the love.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, I totally agree with you, Don. Like, you know, you have a good. I could tell, like, you really thought out your display. It looks really nice, man. So that's awesome.
Yep, I'll just
now
get out of the way a little bit.
Yeah. Show that off. Look at that.
Man, that's nice, man. That's nice.
Yeah, what I've actually the top is I've got it going to do like split Mando and
you got the
Clone Wars. And so what I built a old man Rex. I got a head sculpt and I used a Sideshow clone armor. And so that's going to be basically like my midpoint with Clone Wars Ahsoka in the middle. Mm-hmm. And then when Mando Ahsoka comes in, she'll be next to Din. So
now, guys, before we let me see what I wanted to yes, there you go. Okay, I'm getting my mind back together again because we went from Hottoys to food, then Hottoys again, and then Tinder dates. This stream is all over the place, but yeah, guys.
That's how I do, man. That's how I do.
That's how we do. Okay. The one thing I also wanted to talk about because we talked about Michael Keaton, then we talked about Star Wars, and then we talked about Star Wars again. The one thing I really want to talk about is that Shang-Chi, man.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
frick it on, baby. It's happening.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like what kind of figures we're gonna get out of that. But anyway, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. Here's the thing, though. Like, because of the popularity of what's going on with this movie, and also the fact that it's the Chinese representation in this film, I think Hottoys is probably gonna go all out with the Hottoys.
That's a great point, man. Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh yeah, and like Nate and I were talking earlier, Ben Kingsley is also in this, so this also ties to Iron Man. So it's again the audience this reaches to is going to be a lot more wider than your general fan is going to think it reaches to. That's just this reaches culturally again for multiple reasons.
Oh come on, they They put
I
the,
thought that was. I
the
mean, I'm not gonna
karaoke.
lie.
Karaoke.
By the way, I'm Filipino, so I'm technically Asian. So yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, dude, like yeah, I'm all about the karaoke.
They're singing the Atlantis song in the back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, over the sideways. Yeah,
I'll just be that guy. Yeah, I had a buddy in the army who was from the Philippines. Yeah, we get drunk and we would do karaoke.
Oh come on, man. There's nothing better than that, man.
Oh, it's fun.
That's the real Mandarin. Oh, that's the one I'm talking about.
I thought that was Jackie Chan for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
because I was reading it earlier.
Yeah,
he was originally being pursued by MCU to be the Mandarin.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But you know, Jackie Chan, the reason why Jackie Chan probably said no, because Jackie Chan doesn't like playing the bad guy. He likes playing the good guy / anti-hero, but the Mandarin, you can't really run anti-hero with him. He is literally a bad guy. So...
Yeah, by the way...
Yeah, because he runs the guys that kidnapped Tony Stark in Iron Man 1. Because that's a branch of the actual 10 rings.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, Ben Kingsley, man, that was a wasted, thing with the Mandarin from Iron Man 3. You will never see me coming.
But did you see the one shot though? Did you see the Marvel one shot where they retcon that?
Oh no, I didn't. I should have.
Well, you need to see that because that one shot now ties into this movie because Ben Kingsley is all in this movie again. So this does tie Iron Man potentially at least that side of the MCU into this.
Oh man. Dude, that's awesome.
Can you imagine can you imagine this hot toy? Dude, this thing will be epic.
Oh,
right here.
Dude, I can't wait for
the
this.
Death Dealer? Dude,
yeah.
Look at that.
And the cinematography reminded me, like some of the fight scenes in the cinematography reminds me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yes, yes. It's just that levitation.
Yeah. So
in the transitions and the smoothness.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
How about the fights
movie.
in the bus? In the bus, that reminds me all of that Jackie Chan. The way he fought on the bus, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait for this movie, man. And I can't wait to see the figures from this movie.
They could throw so many figures into this. It's not even funny. Like literally, dude, I could definitely see them pulling some Cody stuff here. With the arm, because the rings now are bracelets. They're not doing the finger things anymore. They're doing the bracelets now for the 10 rings. They could light those up, with the switchable Cody arm and just put the batteries in. And that's like they light up. I could see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, we just Big Dog Pound 1 just made a good point. So the Ben Kingsley's Hot Toys figure is finally going to go up in price now. I mean, at one point you could get that for $85 at Popcultcha.
And that was a good portrait though. That's a good portrait. As I know a lot of people don't really like that character, but if you look at that figure looks pretty damn good, man. I would get it. I would get it now if you guys are
it's cheap now. Yeah. Shoot, it's still been cheap. You could get that for $80, right? Shoot.
At one point you could. Yeah.
Shoot, I might just get it. Just to get it.
But again, if he's in the movie at this point, like Nate and I were saying earlier, he's either working for them, he's working for them in one way or another. He's either, either like a waiter, doing assassin runs, or he might be, he got out of prison or, it was faked he got out and he's doing movies and media, and he's he's the influencer for the 10 rings in public media.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I can't wait, man. I can't wait for that movie.
No, it's going to be beast, man. Now, the only thing is I'm trying to find a picture now, but I only have a slight issue. It's just the suit doesn't look that great on Shang-Chi. I'm not really a big fan of the way it looks, but it looks better in the actual film. But the actual poster, I was it could look better. But in the actual film itself, from the trailers, it looks fine. This is the way it looks in the poster. I'm like, it could look better, but in the film, it looks fine.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what they want to do with this.
How it ties in
because
yeah. I was gonna say how it ties into the rest of the MCU, and because that's how it always is, right? With a lot of these movies, it always ties in to something else, right? Scarlet Witch WandaVision tied in with Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange movie, and I'm curious to see where Falcon and Winter Soldier ties into, So
Yeah,
Well,
so
it's bigger than
apparently,
that.
we're gonna talk more about that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, just give you segue.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun stream. I'm gonna be because I wanted to try and focus on everything on that tomorrow because we're as far as like what we're doing this stream, we've been talking about Star Wars and DC, then more Star Wars, and then more Star Wars. Oh my God, Star Wars is getting crazy, man.
Mhm.
Shoot.
I'm just, I'm just scared, because like how it is where it's like the quiet before the storm. Dude, Hot Toys has been really quiet, man.
They've been quiet though, right?
Like with releases, the only release that we really got was Arkham Knight, or the Batman Beyond Arkham Knight Batman. Dude, what's going on, man? Like, are they just ready to like bombard us? And that's what I'm scared of. So
bombard us.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing, also too. We, as far as Star Wars goes, we know Rogue Squad is going to be the next movie that's in production.
Mm-hmm.
But what about that? We're still waiting for Are they? Do you think Lucasfilm could probably drop in the next trilogy on May 4th?
Oh my gosh!
Because the timetable of when Disney wants to release. It's coming up on the cycle where they're going to have to start pre-production on the next trilogy soon if they want to come within, their scheduled dates. And they've already got, Christmas dates booked for like the next 6-7 years. So they're going to have to announce something soon for the next trilogy. Whether it's going to be that, Rian Johnson, whatever he's doing, or it's going to be, the guys that do Game of Thrones. With the Game of Thrones guys probably most likely being, the Old Republic.
Yeah.
So, but they've got to announce something soon.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared. I'm excited and scared for May the 4th.
You mean you're excited, but you're scared for your wallet?
Yes, exactly, dude. Like,
because you're mostly Star Wars now, right?
Yeah, I'm doing mostly Star Wars. It's just that, like, back then, like, with. I guess we had that little lull in terms of Star Wars merch and all this.
I do feel you on that because the thing is, I keep admitting this, and every time I get a chance, every video or every stream, I stopped collecting Star Wars after Last Jedi. Like literally, like only collecting old merch or old trilogy or prequel trilogy figures.
Yeah, because it hurt. It really hurt. And I agree. Like, I mean, I didn't completely stop collecting Star Wars, but I was like in a bad place. But now, dude, like Mandalorian just brought me back, and I feel like the Star Wars franchise is heading into a right direction. With all these shows, all these, and I really thank Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for really saving Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
And they could do so many things, especially with the Ahsoka show. And if they introduce World Between Worlds in that show or movie, oh man, there's so many things they could do. They could do so many things. And I think they are, because if you look at the poster of Ahsoka, the Ahsoka show, it's a World Between Worlds.
It is.
So
yeah,
why would they do that?
Because Filoni loves the EU and he wants any way he can to get it back into canon. So if as of the current situation right now, well, if it's not official canon, well, it can make it beta canon by making it a multiverse. So it's official while not breaking Disney canon. So that was basically Filoni's way of trying to say F you to Disney by still playing with Disney's rules.
Yeah. So from what I heard, this is a rumor, by the way. So.
More rumors, y'all. I'm just saying, do not attack me because if we don't get a DX Joker or Winter Soldier reissue, God.
Don't come in my house with pitchforks and like all that good stuff. But so basically, what I think they're trying to do is like they're trying to not retcon, like try to make it where there's two timelines, right? Mm-hmm. So one timeline loops around the original trilogy, where it just keeps on like a never-ending loop, with some events that create that loop back in again. And there is another timeline where the sequel trilogy goes and it stops at the Rise of Skywalker in terms of the Skywalker saga, and that's what I think they're trying to do, where it's up to you as a fan if you want to go, you know what, the Skywalker saga ended with episode 6, right? With all these events that is leading it up to there. You could do that, or you could go, you know what, I'm a sequel trilogy fan. I'm going to keep on going. My canon is this timeline right here. So it's almost like you're pleasing both fans at the same time with this possibility between worlds. So, yeah. Yeah, Lane. Stop breaking your figures. Okay?
Here's the thing, though. Like,
stop buying Bell Hot Toys. Stop buying those Hot Toys Bell.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
No, but here's the thing, though. Like, what I love about The Mandalorian is that it brought the fans together. It brought the fans. Either you're a sequel fan. I'm not saying that it's not wrong. It's wrong to like the sequel. If you love the sequel trilogy and that's your freaking go-to, go for it. That's all you.
Yeah.
More power to you. Mm-hmm. As for me, Mandalorian, OG trilogy, and prequel trilogy. That's what I love. And then what I love about Mandalorian is it brought all the fans together. Whether you love the prequels, you didn't like the OG. A lot of people love Mandalorian, and that's why I think that's one reason why we got so many, figures coming out. Mostly just Mandalorian. Literally everything is Mandalorian.
If you think about it, the Mandalorian show probably sold more merchandise than the whole sequel trilogy combined.
Oh, absolutely. From a pure per dollar perspective, absolutely.
Yeah. So money talks, man. Money talks. Money speaks the truth sometimes. So that's all I'm saying.
I mean, Baby Yoda at some point is saving Disney, or especially after the last year with the coronavirus, because he was effectively a cash machine. And
oh yeah. You come to my house and you know how much of a cash machine it is. I have freaking Baby Yoda shower curtains. I should take a picture and post it on the.
Don't worry, I've got Baby Yoda t-shirts. I've got that. The day after the episode where he was eating the blue macaroons, Galaxy's Edge in Florida, they were selling Baby Yoda blue macaroon packs for $50.
Yeah.
So, and people were sold. And then they sold out.
Literally, people that never watched Star Wars were watching. Have you seen the memes? They were hilarious. Like I love this one. The Mr. Incredibles meme where he's in the RV. He's like, and then the girlfriend's like, "Okay, so how do we get to Baby Yoda? We're just talking about Anakin and Tatooine. We'll get there when we get there." No, that's the thing, though. It brought a lot of people together just that weren't even Star Wars fans, and then they started to watch Star Wars.
And that's the way it should be, man. Star Wars shouldn't be divisive. You know what I'm saying? Like we go to watch Star Wars movies, or we escape in the Star Wars realm to escape the world. Like we don't go in it and be like, I feel bad about this movie. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they could go with that same chemistry for the rest of the shows and movies that come out, from the franchise.
Well, did you see the reports that Rian Johnson himself, he went personally to Filoni and he wants to direct an episode of Mandalorian.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not joking. This is legit. Like,
okay, I would let him.
I would be like, if I was Filoni, I'd be like, oh wait, you're serious? No, get out of my office.
If he was really serious and if it was really nice, I'll be like, listen, you ain't writing nothing. You're just directing. That's it. You follow
he's
the
a good director. He's a good director.
He is a good director, but he ain't writing no Star Wars episodes.
No, keep a pen off him. Literally. He announced it like. It was only one draft. He only did one draft of Last Jedi, and that's it. He went with that draft. He literally went the first draft of Last Jedi. You mean to tell me you didn't want to look over it and change your damn mind about what happened to Luke Skywalker at the end? Are you kidding me?
I was gonna say, even like Mark Hamill's like, no, that's not what. Nope, he didn't listen. So
Nope, that's not my Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get into the.
No. Yeah.
But you bring divisive up. Mandalorian's such a good thing, and then he has to show up because Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not enough. He's making, he got $500 million for his 2 Knives Out sequels, and he's making $100 million in points on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, there are people out here that do actually want to see. Ryan write a Mandalorian episode.
Oh boy, no.
But here's the thing, though. There are fans out there. There are fans out there.
Just joking. But yeah, I mean, the Mandalorian, the way things are, it doesn't need to be divisive because it'll do much more harm for the Mandalorian than it did for the sequel trilogy.
Yeah. So no, keep that pen away from him. I don't want it.
Did you guys buy into the HasLab Razor Crest? Dude, have you been seeing the numbers on that? People are reselling it for like double the price.
No,
yeah, man. I bought it. I bought it.
And here's the funny thing, and I think, like, Nate, remember when I told you the HasLab thing was about to close? I'm like, yeah, the Razor Crest is getting blown up. Hasbro has their money. And literally a week after I said it, it got blown up.
Yes, that is true. But I know something from one of my sources, who, by the way, has been really, like, he's been on point with the last season, right? He told me about the Mythos Boba look. He told me a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, stay tuned to Stitcast, and I'll tell you guys about it. No, but the Razor Crest is coming back. That's all I'm saying.
Really? Huh?
Not the one we saw necessarily. Another variant, right? Because it's a Razor class.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm interested. I'm actually interested. Because would they rebuild a 1-to-1? That'd be crazy. I'm like, why would you rebuild a 1-to-1? Just go get a new one.
Well, there's a special place for it, and yeah. No, but there's some concept art already being thrown around. So let's just put it that way. So, and there's going to be a mixture between that and something from the previous trilogy. Which trilogy? Well, yeah.
Now there was a lot of talks from other YouTubers that would delve into the lore and the schematics and the looks of the Razor Crest, and they were like, "Oh, dude, this looks like the freaking Overpublic gunship," and it does. It looks like a civilian, a Republic gunship turned into a civilian ship. Yeah, a civilian smuggler ship, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It's got extended wings in the side doors are permanently sealed.
Yes. Yeah, I think Eckhart's Ladder went into it, and then Generation Films went into it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, let me see. It's 10 o'clock. I just wanted to keep it light and do a 2-hour stream. This was our first.
You went longer before?
What?
Oh, we've done. Yeah,
we go to like 2.5 to 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought you did like a 6-hour live stream or so.
That's gonna be the May the 4th. No, May 3rd going to May 4th. I'm gonna be doing a long ass stream for May 3rd night.
Damn.
Yeah, May 3rd going to May 4th, just looking at figures, talking about.
Well,
stuff,
and the thing is too. Do you think if the Hottoys is going to do any Sith or any Star Wars villains, do they wait until May the 5th? Revenge of the 5th, just to play the game even longer? Because Sideshow specifically, they're doing a whole week of stuff May the 4th. Monday, May the 3rd, and they supposedly have a ton of sold out stuff that they found in their warehouse that they're going to be putting up, for limited time deals, and then.
You mean Sideshow, right?
Yeah, Sideshow. They have a bunch of sold out stuff. So they're gonna be probably having some Jyn Erso, some Cherwitz, maybe some Rogue One Stormtroopers. But the thing is, you got to do their social media. Like some of the things you got to search, and you get a code where you have X amount of time, or they have X amount of figures, that they have where you'll get a discount.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can't wait.
No, it's gonna be wild, man. I'm really excited. The one thing I'm really hoping for is the Bespin Han. Okay, I want at least a reveal. We've all been waiting for a Han. Okay, and I've been disappointed because the thing is, like, I missed out on the Han 3 times. I missed out on the Stormtrooper Han that popped up on Sideshow. I almost got it, but I ended up getting the Bespin Leia, which is fine. But I really wanted that Han, though, from the Stormtrooper. And then I missed out the chance on picking up the original Han from New Hope when it was low. Like, the resale price was literally $200, $250 for that thing for a good while. And then people started just buying them up, and the scalpers started raising up the price. Now it's at freaking $500, $600 for the damn Solo with the Chewie 2-pack.
Really?
I mean, the original Solo, some places he's going for $700 new.
God, please stop. Please. It hurts me. It hurts me knowing.
Hey, I'm happy with my my Han and Stormtrooper armor, because I think that's the superior head sculpt.
Yeah, it is.
Rob Swallow, he's like, you should just get the Solo Han. Wait, you mean Solo? Yeah, I already got Solo Han. From Solo? Yeah, I already got him. I got the Mud Trooper, I got Solo Han, but I really want the original Han, though. I really want the original Han, man. At least the Bespin Han, shoot. Maybe we get a chance at another Stormtrooper Han popping up at Sideshow again.
Maybe.
But anything you looking forward to, Paradise 9, before we end it up?
Just give me all the Hot Toys Star Wars figures. What I want.
We already got all of them. Look at the 40 pre-orders.
No, I want more. No, just kidding.
You want more? Oh my god.
I'm trying to think. Give me Bespin Han. Give me Clone Wars Obi. Because that's been teased a lot. Give me a Asajj Ventress. That'd be super cool.
Bruh.
Give me a Asajj Ventress. Give me more clones from. Give me young Anakin with Jar Jar Binks 2-pack.
Why?
That'd probably do a lot better than you'd realize.
Dude, come on. Come
on.
Give me that. Give me episode 2 Anakin.
Padme. Everybody's asking for Padme.
Give me Kit Fisto. Number 1 figure on that list. Give me a damn Mace Windu, Hot Toys.
Yes.
Give me a Mace Windu. This party is over. That's all I'm saying.
Now, do you want this party is over, or you want the he's too dangerous to be left alive Mace Windu? There's 2 different ones, okay? Do you want the Revenge of the Sith Mace Windu or Attack of the Clones?
I want a combination of. I've had enough of these MFing snigs on this MFing plane.
I've had enough of these MFing Sith in this MFing Senate.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's how he was in Revenge of the Sith, man.
Yeah. Oh, C-3PO. Yeah, Russell C-3PO diecast. That's a good one. And Jason Bourne wants a Lobot. Yeah,
a Lobot. It's a running joke on my stream and an Airy stream. They always hitting me up at the damn Lobot, which I don't want Lobot because here's the thing. I want the Bespin Han first. And then you can announce your pre-orders of Lobot. Because I swear to God, if we keep talking about Lobot, that he's going to pop up like freaking Beetlejuice. And he's going to pop up as a freaking pre-order, right? Before Bespin Han even happens.
And you know what, let me tell you. I couldn't hit
Lando needs someone to be displayed with. He can't be all alone with Bespin. He can't trust him.
Yeah. And, this party is over.
Yeah, you want that Mace Windu, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I know. Definitely Mace Windu, Padme. I think we're probably going to see a lot more prequel figures once we get closer to the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, give me Queel. Give me all of them.
I don't think Queel's going to happen.
Nah, it's not. But
Nope.
One can dream.
I'm just going to say this. I'm hoping and I'm praying because these two figures, they would bridge not only the prequel trilogy, they'd bridge the Clone Wars themselves, they'd bridge Rebels, and they'd bridge Mandalorian from what we've seen. My B1 and my B2 battle droids, which they've already been previewed. I want to see them officially announced, because they could match with the Death Watch trooper that's already up. They match with the clone troopers that you already have and that are already coming out. So, I want my clankers.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, I would like a Quill too. The only problem is it's not going to happen. That's the problem. It's not going to happen. As much as we are going to be wishing upon it, that I could see a Bestman Han literally before Quill. Like, even before, I could see a lot of figures before Quill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's based like something like that, a quarter of the size of a dewback, but still, I mean, 90% of that 2-pack you'd be playing for the blur, not even for Quill. Quill's basically what an upgraded Ewok body.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no
it's about
point.
the Ewok size.
Yeah,
but yeah, guys, let's end it over here. PJ, you wanna tell them who you are? I know they know who you are.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I appreciate. Nate, this was a fun live stream. Thank you for having me. I had a good time. Sorry, we might have went a little off topic with some of the things, but
no, it's fine. This was fun, man.
But you know what? But yeah, really appreciate being on the same panel as with Don Prime. So it's a pleasure. You could also find me on the Paradox Nerd channel. I've been kind of lulled with the reviews. I've been so busy, but yeah, reviews should be starting up again. And Sithcast. I'm really trying to promote the Sithcast podcast YouTube channel. We pretty much talk about only Star Wars in that channel. So if you guys get a chance, give me a subscribe on the Paradox Nerd and the Sithcast YouTube channel, and also check out Panda Express.
Yes, Panda Express, baby. Now, I definitely want to bring you back in, PJ, whenever you get the chance.
Man.
We'll see about doing Tuesdays again, we'll see.
Let me know. I'm always down.
Yeah, I think Tuesdays are pretty much safe to do streams. Oh, hey, Optical 20. Shoot,
there's the man with a master plan.
Dude, we're ending the stream now, man.
That's how he does.
He's just coming in, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, guys, I thank you for coming in. We had a lot of fun. Mostly talking about the future of Hot Toys. That's the one thing I wanted to really want to nail on. Like, what's going on with Hot Toys? Is it going to a downward spiral where, for example, we expected with Ahsoka, we got she really didn't deserve that DX, because that DX, you just pasted on that box, and that's all. That's what the only thing about the DX about that is going to be the box. Mm-hmm. Really think about it at the end of the day.
And the purse, maybe. The purse system. But,
yes,
we got that with Alita, so we never know.
Yeah. But, all right, guys. Don Prime, you want to say anything before we go?
Nope. Just we'll be doing another stream, Nate and I, with other folks. They'll hit that up. Just check out our Facebook group. Join. We'll get some more contests going on soon. Again, we'll probably be doing a May the 4th giveaway. We'll probably figure out the rules soon. We might do it on the stream or something like that. Stay tuned, and we'll give more details as they come.
We're going to do a stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. going to 8 p.m. It might be a little longer. We'll see. It depends on the subjects and how things progress. But yeah, guys, that's all we have for today. Always, as Paradox there would say it.
Oh, do what you love and love what you collect, and eat Panda Express.
And eat Panda Express. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
And also, see you all tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, folks.
Yeah. See you guys.